Yeah. Yeah. Big baby Jonathan Mike hitting the airwaves. Laker Nation anthem, he got facts for the air raid. No cap, all truth. Haters duck like a drive-by. Spitting purple, spitting gold. Kobe's name still sky high. Podcast Kingpin, the best in the biz. Dropping gems on the haters, they can't handle his quiz. From Showtime to Mamba, the legacy won't fade. He's the coach on the mic, playing chess, not charades.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big Baby here from Big Baby Sports. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications for each and every podcast, pregame shows, more. As you see by the title, Lakers are on the clock for Luka Doncic, but he might bounce if that flops. I'm gonna read the reports out there. Lakers remain on the clock when building a contender around Luka Doncic, and there is an actual threat that he could have wandering eyes if Lakers can't deliver promises. Dan Woike of The Athletic. I'm gonna say this here right now. If Lakers do not build a championship contending team, it's not because of Luka. It's because of Rob Pelinka and the front office. You have to build around Luka Doncic now. You got to do it. What up, Rez? What's up, Rez, dog? Triple OG. What's going on, player? Lakers got to build around Luka, and because when Lakers traded for Luka Doncic, once they got Luka, they were saying, wait until 2026 summer. We got you. 2026, we got you, Luka. Don't worry about it. I'm excited. And if Lakers don't deliver a championship contending team around Luka, it's not because of Luka Doncic. It's because of Rob Pelinka in the front office. We got to maximize Luka's time here. We can't be playing around. You know what I mean? So it's just like Lakers got to do it. Lakers got to do everything they can to get a championship contending team. And that's why I feel like they should try to build around the roster. Lakers got to build a roster around Luka where it fits his style of play, fits the players in it. But that's the thing. Lakers got to know that Luka ain't messing around. You feel me? So it's just like, and that article's from Dan Woike of The Athletic. So I'm going to read this again. Lakers remain on the clock. All right? Lakers remain on the clock. But you know who also remains on the clock? Rob Pelinka. Not just the Lakers on the clock, Rob Pelinka as well. Because if you look at it, Rob Pelinka has been here, and there hasn't really been aggressive moves from other than the Luka one. But other than that, just like he needs the front office needs to put pressure on Rob Pelinka to get something done to get him to take shit seriously, bruh. Like, we can't be wasting Luka's prime, bruh. You know what I mean? We need to build around him. And if I'm Luka, this is what I'm talking about. If you know that you're not going to build a championship contending team around Luka, say that. Say, you know what? You know what, bro? Luka, we failed you. We're just going to trade you. You feel me? Like, Lakers got to understand, like, for me, if I'm a star player and my team that promised me, 2026 is going to be the summer, we got you, and they don't deliver, I'll be like, do I want to stay here? You promised me 2026, you didn't deliver. I know the free agency is just about to be begun next week, but I'm just saying for an example, if they don't get it done, Luka may bounce. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad at him if he did, because I understand if you don't answer the questions for your superstar, you traded Anthony Davis for a Max Christie and a pick, and you don't deliver on your promise, then that means you lied to Luka. You don't want Luka to be lied to, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? You can't lie to Luka, because if you do not be surprised if he asks out for a trade. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, we shouldn't be having to be already the almost second year Luka. Oh, you have to build a championship or leave. You know what I mean? It's like he's already looking. To me, if these reports are already coming out from Dan Woike Athletic about championship roster, he'll think about leaving. At this point, start calling the phones then. If Rob Pelinka can't get a championship contending team this offseason, or somehow try to create a championship contending team, then they might as well just go ahead and trade Luka and say, you know what, Luka, I failed you. As a GM, GM of the Lakers, bro, I failed you. I apologize. Here's the phone. Give me a list of teams that you want to go to. We'll get value for you. If that's the case, You have to really look at it. You can't just, we'll wait till 2-3 years. No, I think the Luka timeline starts now. You got to do what's necessary. You got to do it, guys. I'm telling you right now. Because what the hell was the point of trading Luka then if you're going to just waste his fucking time? Luka needs to. Yep, I agree. Lakers. I agree. We gotta start now. What up, Path? What's going on, player? We gotta start now. Not this. Oh, we'll wait. Maximize Luka with the roster, and no, you fuck that. I changed my stance on that shit. Fuck that. Oh, let's get developed players. Fuck that. You go all in. Because you don't want to make Luka pissed off. You don't want to make Luka upset. Because if you do, he may ask out behind the scenes. You never know. So you don't want to tanker with it. You don't want to play with fire with that. You feel me? So you got to cater to Luka's needs. Okay, Luka, you said you want a center. Let's go get a center. Okay, Luka, you want some wing defenders, 3 high volume athletic bigs. Okay, we'll go trade for you. Okay, you want this to be your team? Okay, no LeBron here. No LeBron ain't gonna resign him. Oh, you want Reeves gone? Okay, let me get him up out of sign a trade to Milwaukee or something, for example, or like Brooklyn, for example. You gotta do everything you can to speed up the process, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't wait any longer. You cannot wait. I'm telling you right now, you can't just be waiting. Oh, I'm gonna shift my focus to 2027. Fuck that. Like, you can't be doing that. You know what I mean? And Luka needs to work. Yeah, and that's the thing. I saw an interview. He wants to work on conditioning too. He even said that in the interview. So that's good that he wants to work on his conditioning. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's just like he has to get better at that. And also too, he wants to get better. He even said it in the interview. He wants to get better at things that he wants to, like his game to go to elevation. So that's good. I like the interview. It was in his where he's from, Slovenia. But they translated with the ticker thing, with the words, and he wants to win. He wants to do everything he can to win. He wants to get better. He said he didn't watch the finals. That lets me know he's pissed off. So I like it. You know what I mean? So he's going to get better. We're going to improve. Hopefully we improve this roster because I'm tired of it. Yeah, and that's the thing. He doesn't play defense. I understand that. But there's moments where he did play moments of defense. Everybody likes it. That's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Sneed. Path, the engineer. Appreciate you. People say, there's times he can't play defense, but there's times where he plays defense, but people want to look at when he gets beat. You know who doesn't play defense sometimes, but no one wants to call it out either? I'm going to say SGA don't play defense either. He don't. He gets cooked. But people want to baby SGA. People want to baby these players that get cooked on defense. Let's really talk about that shit. Why, when it comes to Luka, he can't play defense, but there's moments of times of games where he gets a timely stop, a defensive steal, a deflect in the passing lane. But they say there's a moment where if he got cooked twice, he can't play defense. He can't. There's moments where he can play defense, but there's also moments where SGA can't play defense either. But you guys don't want to call it out. You guys baby SGA in the media. All these superstars get babied. When it comes to Luka, he gets focal point and gets pointed out, but they never want to hold SGA accountable for getting cooked in the playoffs by the San Antonio Spurs. Because I can guarantee you some money that was the Lakers in the playoffs against the San Antonio Spurs and SGA got exposed. If SGA got exposed like how Luka got exposed to the Spurs, everybody would be flaming his ass. And I called it out on Twitter. Nobody responded to me about that because they know it's true. We got to understand that we understand Luka can't play defense in moment. And we already know Luka can't play defense, but there's moments where he can get a timely stop, deflecting the pass lane, get a charge. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like if you get a timely stop in an NBA playoff game, Luka draws an offensive foul, right? And it dictates the game. Oh, Luka got a great defensive stop towards the end of the game that Lakers got to win because of that defensive position. You know what people are going to say? It's not because of that play. It's because of this. Because the players got timely. They're going to make an excuse to not give LeBron Luka praise, bro. I'm telling you right now. Nobody on Lakers likes Luka but me. People in the chat don't like Luka. Already, they're turning on him. They're turning the page. I already knew it was going to happen. You feel me? So it's like people turn on Luka. That's why if Laker fans don't want to treat Luka right, I hope he goes somewhere where he can maximize potential and win a ring somewhere. Because Luka's going to win a ring. Luka's going to get that breakthrough and win a championship. Jalen Brunson had to go through some growing pains. SGA had to go through some growing pains. A lot of these people that get to the mountaintop have to go through some growing pains to get to where you want to get to. And now people think Victor Wembanyama is overrated because he lost in the finals. Come on, bro. Like, let's talk about it. We can't just say, oh, Victor Wembanyama is going to be ass because of one playoff. Like, he was dominating the playoffs until he got to the finals. He lost. Now, Spurs got to do is build around him, right? Build around him. And I'm telling you, Victor Wembanyama is going to be the next focal point of the league. I'm telling you. People, oh, he can't play D. He gets cooked on defense. So defensive player of the year gets cooked on defense and it gets exposed. People want to have that narrative about him getting exposed. No, he's a great talent. I feel like he's going to win the next couple of MVPs. I won't be surprised if the Spurs win a championship next year. But what I'm saying is, Luke, we understand Luka can't play defense. What I'm saying is he can say, I can say he competes. When he first got here, I'm starting to see a level of competitiveness from him. But fifth in steals is not playing defense. So Luka's fifth in steals this year. That's not playing defense. Luka was taking charges this year, fighting through screens. But people want to dictate, oh, he can't play defense. There's moments where he can fight through screens, deflect the passes. But people like to hold Luka accountable, but not the best player in the league, according to you guys, is SGA. But you guys never want to hold SGA accountable for that bad playoff performance against San Antonio Spurs, from the shot selection, the field goal percentage. But you guys never want to call it out. SGA, you got exposed, big dog, in the playoffs by the San Antonio Spurs. Your defense is overrated. Your offensive shot selection is horrible. So I think you're an overrated player, SGA. I'm going to call it out like how people want to call it Luka's game. I'm calling you out, SGA. What's happening? Yeah. Luka wasn't bad on – yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't bad on defense. But people are like, what's up going on? What's going on, James6624? If you're new, hit the subscribe button. But what I'm saying is people don't want to really admit, you know what, Luka has been playing great. They just want to dictate the negative about Luka. Oh, he can't play defense. But currently this year, he has been playing better defense. Keyword, this year, he's going to get better. You know, we got to stop always looking at the negative at players. Oh, this player can't play defense. He can't shoot. We look at the positive. You know what I mean? So it's just like, come on, bro. It's always like we're Lakers. So I'm gonna be honest. Some Laker fans are picky as hell with these players. If we get a player in here in the draft or trade or free agency, they want players to play like Kobe every night. They want players to play like Shaq every night. Drop 51 game. If they don't pan out the first game, trade his ass. We can't be doing that. Come on, bro. That's why sometimes I feel like us Laker fans don't deserve certain players, because we always want like this quick. But people want to talk about it's a new generation, right? It's a new generation. Maybe we just have to go through some growing pains for you Laker fans to understand that you got to be patient sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's just like, let me see. Wait, hold on, chat. Giannis might be traded in the next couple of minutes. Hold on, chat. Hold on, so I saw something real quick. Hold on, chat. Okay, I'll read that later. It's the same shit. Let me see. I saw a comment here. Let me see what Pap said. Luka will be just fine. But that's the thing, Rez. It's like, people, like, let me ask you this. How long did it take for LeBron to win his first ring? How many growing pains did he go through? How many times he looked horrible in the playoffs, got exposed, right? He won 4 championships. It takes time to win a championship. What I'm saying is Luka's going through this growing pain. He's going to learn from it to get better. And when Luka wins a championship with the Lakers or somewhere else, I'm going to be happy for him, because Luka's a great player. But you guys want to base it off of the NBA Finals. But also, too, you guys want to only blame Luka for that NBA Finals loss. What about Kyrie? He got cooked on defense, too. He got exposed, too. The whole Dallas Mavericks team got exposed. But nobody wants to talk about that. They just want to dictate it's Luka's fault. It's Luka. But they don't want to say the whole team got their ass, so not just Luka. You feel me? They don't want to look at that. But what I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, Luka will be fine. We're gonna try to do our best to get the right pieces around here. Because if we don't get the right pieces in the time frame, 2029 is when he'll be a free agent. You gotta really look in the mirror, Lakers front office. You gotta do it, bro. If you really want to maximize winning, don't bring back LeBron. Don't bring back that Don't bring him back. Don't bring back if you have to. Get the piece for Austin Reeves if you have to. And I'm being honest. I feel like if LeBron's here, it's gonna take this like the point of Luka and LeBron together. It's gonna take away Luka as the whole focal point of the franchise. It's gonna be Luka, LeBron, and then that people are gonna be like, oh, it's LeBron's team. 41 years old, 42 years old, 24 season. No, cut the dead weight off now. And I think next week is when Luka or Austin's gonna opt out. Marcus Smart's gonna opt out. Luke Kennard's probably gonna opt out. DeAndre Ayton's probably gonna opt in or out. So it's just like we have to wait and see. But if you really want to build, if you want to make Luka happy, I feel like if you really want to make Luka happy, you're gonna have to trade. He may get traded to Boston or Miami, but you're gonna have to convince Milwaukee to wait till the free agency so you can offer your Austin Reeves picks and have your roster for Giannis, bro. Because what other players that will make Luka happy? Like let's talk about that. What other player would make Luka happy on the open market? That's open. That would be okay. I'll stay here for that. I don't think Clay Ware would make like I got Clay Ware. I'm gonna stay. You know what I mean? But we have to really talk about it. We have to like, you know what I mean? And I feel like he probably wants Giannis here, even though he said I'm not trading Austin Reeves for Giannis, but still, that's just to make his friend not happy. He's probably saying that to make his friend upset, but deep down, behind the scenes, he's probably working the phone trying to convince Giannis. You feel me? You never know. You know? That's why I personally feel like maximize Luka's time here. You got to do it, bro, because you don't want to be in a situation where LeBron leaves, Luka leaves. Then it's going to be what? Then it's going to be the front office. If the Lakers don't build a treasure-containing team and win with Luka at this time frame, then Rob Pelinka failed as the thing, and also too Mark Walters. Mark Walters on the timeline too, not just Rob Pelinka in the front office. It's Mark Walters. Oh, it's his first year. No, you got to be aggressive in your first year. It's different from in the league of the baseball compared to NBA. You have caps. You have a salary cap. You got to dictate that. So Mark Walters, you're on the clock too, buddy. Not just Rob Pelinka. People always want to say Rob Pelinka this, Rob Pelinka that. It's Mark Walters as well. I'm not trying to do another year of wait, bro. No. I know, lad. I'm just saying that if you want to make Luka happy, but that's the thing that everybody talks about. I'm gonna get that, lad. Everybody talks about mommy Boston. But there's always a team that there's always those two teams. Oh, those are the two teams he's going to. They're going to come out of nowhere. I'm not saying he's going to go to the Lakers. What I'm saying is if you're the Lakers, you got to try to get on the conversation with Mark. Just try to get in the conversation. Because I honestly feel like if you make Luka happy with Giannis, then Luka could be like, okay, you trade for this? Okay, you're taking shit seriously. But all these Clay Wares, Gafford, for me, I know he played with Gafford, but that doesn't lead the needle for me as far as like, you don't get Gafford again. I just play with you in Dallas. Like I feel like he's trying to put pressure on the front office to say go all in to try to trade for a big superstar. That's what I'm getting at, in my opinion. I have different opinions from everybody, but that's what I feel like. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like if you see. Okay, speaking of Gafford, Mavericks are looking to trade Daniel Gafford before 40. Yeah. But I'm telling you right now, Lakers and Dallas will never ever do a trade again, ever. And they just got that's crazy. They got a coach from Michigan. They just won the national championship. What I'm saying is, man, maybe this article from Dan Winke is basically saying, hey, trade for Giannis. Maybe the whole, Lakers are on the clock to put pressure on the front. Maybe he wants Giannis behind the scenes. You never know. From the article I read from Dan Winke, makes it feel like the pressure's on the Lakers to go all in, regardless of the. Okay, we gotta go all in, bro. Because what is it, 2026? We got like a couple years with Luka, bro. You know what I mean? Also, too, don't like if Luka does not pan out with the Lakers, for hypothetically, would not be surprised if he goes back to overseas and finishes his career there. Would not be surprised. But we traded Anthony Davis and Max Christie for a reason with the pick. People want to talk about. I'm going to address that about Anthony Davis. Lakers might get Anthony Davis back. You know what I mean? How can the Lakers get Anthony Davis back? I don't want Anthony Davis back. I do not want Anthony Davis over here with the Lakers anymore. And people want the band back together. Really? Like, why are we trying to build? Why are we trying to have AD, LeBron, and Luka here? It's not gonna work. We don't know if anybody talks about Luka not being healthy. What about Anthony Davis, LeBron? So it's like, cut that narrative out, cut that bullshit up. Like, we gotta stop trying to get the old Laker players back. As far as, let's get Alex Caruso back, let's get KCP back, let's get Caruso back, let's get Anthony Davis back, let's get who else? Dennis Schroeder back, let's get Christian Wood. No, we gotta stop trying to get the old Lakers back. It didn't work the first time. Why are we trying to get Anthony Davis in? If we get AD here, people talk about A-list center. AD is not an A-list center. AD is not an A-list center, so people need to stop trying to bring Anthony Davis back over here, bro. Okay, so Jaylen Brown just said on the stream that they are in the. So Jaylen Brown's on stream, and he just said they're in negotiations to trade him to Milwaukee. Hold on.
I'm grateful because I get to see some negativity that I didn't want.
Jaylen Brown on Twitch.
I get to see some, comments or takes that I didn't even care to see, but it just gives me more fuel to the fire. So all the people that's doubting me, that want me to do this or want me gone or whatever, you're turning me into a monster. With how she played, I'm somewhat grateful because I get to see.
Damn. So, it's crazy, bro. So Jaylen Brown might be traded. So Shams Charania just said, hold on.
There are two Bucks executives are literally right now in their offices figuring out which direction they're going to go, because there are two offers right now that it's come down to at a serious and significant level. That's the Celtics offer led by Jaylen Brown, who's a superstar. There's other additional pieces of that deal, or an offer from the Miami Heat that consists of several players that you have control over on rookie scale contracts, guys that you can extend at a reasonable number, and a surplus of draft capital. And so they're two totally different offers. The Bucks are trying to navigate internally. Which direction do we go? Everything that I hear, all of my sense and my reporting is that there will be a decision before the NBA draft. There's going to be a resolution before the draft. So I think over the next 24 hours. So yeah, as soon as today, there's going to be a resolution. This has been something that's been going on for 13 months. But serious.
Damn. So it's looking like Giannis would be either Boston or Miami Heat, bro. That's crazy. Damn, man. Boston wasn't talked about, bro. Boston was not talked about. And I said there's going to be a team out there that no one talks about. But it was always Miami. It was always Miami for Giannis. But if you offer Jaylen Brown, Milwaukee should take that deal. Because I'm not taking Tyler Hero picks and where. Nah, I'm taking Jaylen Brown. It fits. Milwaukee wants to win still. They want to be a playoff team. So it makes sense to get Jaylen Brown. Or they can flip Jaylen Brown for more assets and picks. So it's like if you're Milwaukee, right, for example, and I'll get back to Luka, you acquire Jaylen Brown, right, for example, then the team could say, what can I offer? What can I offer for Jaylen Brown? There's going to be teams that will call Milwaukee to get Jaylen Brown. And no, I'm not trading Jaylen Brown for Luka Doncic. I'm not doing that. People need to stop that with that Jaylen Brown. What if Jaylen Brown comes here and then what? I'm taking Luka over Jaylen Brown any day of the week, bro. In my opinion. I know, right? They're supposed to have a parade. What I think what they should have done, Red Dog, when they won the championship, they should have hosted the parade at the Staples Center or at the Crypto.com Arena. You know what I mean? They should have done that. They should have done that. They should have hosted the parade at the facility at the Lakers Stadium, right? And done it without the fans. They, or some fans attend. You feel me? They should have done that, because it's just like I haven't been to a Laker parade since 2010, bro. I went to the one when we beat the Celtics. So we'll find out about Giannis today, man. It's gonna be a crazy day. You know what I mean? I know, but we still need that parade, though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, so the Heat. No, what did it say? So the Heat are gonna, if the Heat don't get Giannis, they're gonna shift their focus to Lad, your favorite team, the Miami Heat, might trade for Kawhi, bro. We know you're a Miami Heat fan, bro. We know you're a Miami Heat fan, lad. So it's just like your team might get Kawhi Leonard, bro. But overall, like for the Lakers' sake, man, we gotta maximize Luka's potential here. We can't be messing around with it. We can't be, we can't get this player. We're gonna wait, save our assets for 2027 when Nikola Jokic will be a free agent. He ain't leaving Denver. He ain't leaving Denver. I think that's who Luka really wants to play with or be teammates with is Nikola Jokic. You know what I mean? Lad, you every time we're in the group chat and we tell you to name players that be on the Lakers besides Miami Heat players, you can never say it. So you always want Miami Heat players on this team. I want Giannis to go to Miami so he can get Ware in the deal. That's the thing, though. And I'm glad you brought that up. According to hold on. The Pelicans are receiving aggressively trade offers ahead of the draft for Trey Murphy and Herb Jones. But before I get into that, Anthony Irwin had a report during the weekend that Lakers were in active discussions being part of that big team trade for Isaiah Stewart and potentially Clay Ware. I would do that deal for Isaiah Stewart because you know why? If Lakers get Isaiah Stewart, Lakers are saying, you know what? You're tough. Come on over here. We need a to get toughness over here, and that's like Isaiah Stewart would be perfect. He brings physical toughness, and if the Lakers get Isaiah Stewart and Clay Ware, Jackson Hayes is gone and DeAndre Ayton's gone. Isaiah Stewart could bring toughness, rebounding. I know his whole antics with LeBron and being physical. We need physical toughness on this team, bro. We need when somebody's getting in your face, not Isaiah Stewart work wonders, but also the report from Anthony Irwin it would be Miami getting a bunch of players, Milwaukee getting a bunch of players. The Lakers would get Isaiah Stewart and picks. Isaiah Stewart and Ware. So I'm doing that if I'm the Lakers, but it's up to Milwaukee if they really want to get engaged in that. But we'll see. I'm just saw what I heard from Anthony Irwin. So the lad said I'm a Boston fan. You funny, bro. Yeah, so Shams Charania just said expect the trade for Giannis as soon as today. So it may happen when I'm on live, may happen when I get off. Lad, your home team. I'm telling you, bro. Lad's a great supporter of Big Babies, but every time we're in the group chat, we text saying, hey, what other players you want besides Clay Ware and Max Christie and other. So it's like, come on, bro. Name other players, Lad, in the text that who you want to fit with the Lakers. Come on, bro. Wade. Also, too, Andrew Wiggins. We don't want Andrew Wiggins either. You know? So we have to. So Lakers got to really look at themselves in this mirror this coming weeks, man, because the draft is tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing percolating trades happen so far. There was a trade yesterday. See, lad, Jay, don't listen to Big. Man, quit crying, lad. You cry too much, bruh. Quit crying. Shams hasn't said shit. See, that's the thing. When people report stuff, I don't believe him. He just says it for this. There's reasons why he's putting it out there. There's reasons why he's saying that trade can happen today. There's reasons why Shams Charania is saying what he's saying because you know why? He's probably getting the information. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know what I mean? Shams is a great people when it comes to reporting, you know? So there's a lot of people in the Milwaukee's office right now. So we may find out about if you're asking me, bro, straight up what trade I would do if I was Milwaukee, I'm taking Jaylen Brown. All this for a Jaylen Brown trade, 1-for-1, no assets, like no big team trades. But if you do the Miami Heat trade, you have the other teams involved to facilitate the trade to help you out. Because I know I saw Lads comment about Jaylen Brown may not want to be Milwaukee. Let me see. Let me put that up on the screen. I was gonna come up on here live at 7:30, but my schedule got fixed to go live a little bit earlier. Where did I see the? I gotta say what's up to people. What's going on, James 6624? Appreciate you. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. If I'm like I said, if I'm Milwaukee, I get Jaylen Brown. I'm saying I put Milwaukee. I'm putting Jaylen Brown in trade discussions. You know what I mean? Do you think the Lakers will make a move, Justin, in free agency or trades or the draft? I feel like they're going to trade the 25th pick, bro. I feel like they're going to trade the 25th pick to probably get off Vanderbilt's contract or Lad's favorite player, Jake LaRavia. So it's just like the 25th pick, we got maybe shed. I think we're going to try to set some salary. The 25th pick, what the hell's his name? Sorry, brain fart. Jalen. Damn, I'm having a brain fart. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. I gotta take this phone call. Give me 1 second, chat. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. Big baby Jonathan Mike hitting the airwaves. Laker Nation anthem, he got facts for the air raid. No cap, all truth. Haters duck like a drive-by. Spitting purple, spitting gold. Kobe's name still sky high. Podcasts, Kingpin, the best in the biz. Dropping gems on the haters, they can't handle this quiz. From Showtime to Mamba, the legacy won't fade. He's the coach on the mic, playing chess, not charades.
Sorry about that. To take that quick phone call. Yeah, like I was saying, man, Lakers are looking to try to trade. Hold on, let me see. I'll read that in a minute. So Lakers are trying to trade Dalton Connect, Vanderbilt, and the 25th pick. You know what I mean? So it's just like, wouldn't be surprised if that gets packaged. I got to read this. Just want to show you some love for your stream because you generally go crazy potentially. Love to connect you with. I appreciate the love, James _ Appreciate the love. And also, too, go to my Twitch, Big Baby Sports _ on Twitch. Follow me over there, man. I'm trying to get that up and running. So everybody that subscribes to me on Twitter, Instagram, go start following me on Twitch because I've been streaming on Twitch lately along with YouTube and Twitter, but also go to my Twitch stream. Let me shout out to James _ for following me on Twitch, man. Let's get them Twitch follows up, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to him, man. Appreciate him. Let me see. Oh, that's Twitch. Let me see. But shout out to him for following me on Twitch, bro. Like I'm saying, man, Lakers are trying to look. Don't be surprised if Lakers are trying to look to trade Vanderbilt, Connect, and the 25th pick. They're gonna try to shed Jarrett Vanderbilt's contract, Connect, because you know what I mean. Also, too, I know we like to do Thero, but he may be traded as well. You never know. We gotta talk about that. You know what I mean? Because the players may be wanting, teams may be wanting to do Thero. He has very big potential. If we get some picks back, pieces, you know what I mean? Because that's the thing. When is the free agency start? Well, today's the 22nd. So free agency starts next week because you could start talking to free agents the 30th. So that's literally next Tuesday. The draft is tomorrow. You could literally next week you can start talking to free agents, but you can start negotiating with your own free agents. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean about like Lakers. Also, too, we got to really think about it. everybody talks about Lakers want Reeves back. Lakers want Reeves back, right? Also, too, if Reeves doesn't get that max extension from the Lakers, he may talk to other teams, and that's okay. If the Lakers don't give you a max contract to Austin Reeves, it is what it is. I know I said that earlier in the season, but it's the Luka era now. It's the Luka era. So this is from Gary Wolfer. He's a Boston reporter. Actually, he's a Graham Award winner reporter from Boston. Just said 3 minutes ago, there's now growing belief that Giannis is Boston bound. And if Boston gets Giannis, that just shows that you got to go all in, man. I'm telling you, bro. And if Boston gets Giannis, they're going to be the favorite to come out of the East. But we'll see who they give up. We'll see what players they give up. I would not be surprised if it's Jaylen Brown, that one point guard, the white point guard, Peyton Pritchard, and a couple picks for Giannis. But we'll see. It can break at any moment. No longer. Why, Humble? What changed? Because he wants to go to the Celtics or what? What's your reasoning behind that? What's your reasoning? Put it in the comments. If Giannis goes to the Celtics, he's the enemy. You know what I mean? If he goes to the Celtics, and that's the thing too. Jalen Tatum is the Celtics. He's the enemy. I can't stand Jason Tatum. He's a Celtic. He's a Celtic. Jason Tatum's a Celtic. You cannot root for a Celtic to win a championship. You cannot do it. Okay, yeah. I feel it. I agree. I can't support Jason Tatum. He's a Celtic. Any Celtics players, you're an enemy, bro. You know what I mean? And Lad, you're a Miami Heat fan, bro. You're a Heat fan. Just admit you're a Heat fan, bro. It's okay. We all know you are anyway, because you talk about the Heat, bro, too much in the group chat. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. I saw a comment that somebody would trade Tatum before Jaylen Brown. If that was the case, that trade for Tatum would have been done. It would have been done weeks ago. Jason Tatum for Giannis. But if you build around Giannis and Tatum, they'll be favorite to come out of the East. You know? Any player that goes to the Celtics, you're an enemy, bro. I don't care if you're Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, any player that you become a Celtic. I know Jason Tatum was a Laker fan. I get that. This, that, and the third. Same with Paul Pierce. He was a Laker fan. He went to the Celtics. He's the enemy. Rondo went to the Celtics. He was the enemy, and then he came to the Lakers, and then he won us a championship. So we got to stop saying congratulations to the Celtics. No, fuck the Celtics. And when they won it that 1 year when they beat Dallas, I didn't say that. It wasn't, oh, Jason Tatum got his ring. Hell yeah. Nope. I did not. I was angry. I was pissed off. Why would you want to see your rival celebrate a championship? Oh, Jason Tatum was a Kobe guy. It said, what does that say across his chest? Celtic. He's a Celtic. So if you're a Celtic, you're the enemy as far as a rivalry concerned. You're an enemy, Jason Tatum. You're an enemy, Giannis, if you go there. You are an enemy if you're a Celtic. You feel me? People got to stop praising these guys. Oh, he's a great player, but he's a Celtic. There's probably Boston fans that don't praise the Lakers. It goes both ways, 50-50. Fuck the Celtics. Fuck Boston. Fuck the New England Patriots. Fuck the Boston Red Sox. Anything to do with Boston, fuck them. It's all about Lakers. It's all about representing the Lakers. It's all represent like the Dodgers rivalry with the Boston Red Sox. The Boston hockey team goes through with the LA Kings. So there's LA and Boston's a rivalry. We cannot say, oh, I hope he wins. Oh, no. Like as far as champion, like for the competitive standpoint, I don't want to see Boston Celtics ever win. I'm still pissed off about them winning that championship against the Dallas Mavericks. I'm still angry about that shit. Just like how when we won in 2020. In 2020, Celtics fans were upset that we won. They didn't congratulate the Lakers. They were pissed off. So we have every right to return the favor. Shout out to my brother, except Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is a small turd, LOL. Now, Mark Wahlberg has a great burger shop, bro. Got fire burgers. There's a burger joint at the casino where I stay at. Fire burgers. Lakers don't get true value that approach. I agree with Jay Play Days because that's the thing. Because if you do not get a right team around Luka, right? I don't want to be in a situation where he asks out of LA, right? And then it'd be a situation where LeBron's gone, Luka's gone, and we have just a bunch of draft picks and we'll be in the rebuild. They have to go through another growing pain of the year. No, we got to start now. Try to convince Milwaukee to trade Jaylen Brown to you, but not for Luka. I'm not trading Luka for Jaylen Brown. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. And what I would do, maybe call Milwaukee and say, wait, if you get Jaylen Brown in the trade, wait till free agency. We'll offer you Austin Reeves, picks, a Thero for Jaylen Brown. Then you can pair Luka with Jaylen Brown. Then you can build around that. You can build your center. Because everybody talks about the 3 and D. You know what I mean? Players that we need. Jaylen Brown's a great player in this league. He's a great talent, right? But I'm not building a franchise around him. In my personal opinion. Oh, he's done a great without. I understand that. But I'm not training a generational talent like Luka for him, bro. Come on, bro. What was people talking about? Luka's a generational talent in this league, bro. But if this trade happens, okay. Shams Charania just now on Pat McAfee's show. Yeah, he's the enemy. They just said that Giannis, if he gets traded to Boston, he will be signing a long-term extension. So he's the enemy if he goes there officially. Yeah, me too, lad. Brown and Luka together would be freaking. That's the perfect 3 and D player. But if he gets traded to Milwaukee, right? Milwaukee may say, Jaylen Brown, you're up for trades. There'll be a lot of teams in the league that will try to trade for him. You know who will probably trade half their assets for him? Probably be either Brooklyn, Chicago, maybe Denver. Maybe do a Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and picks to Milwaukee, and you get Jaylen Brown to Denver. Jaylen Brown and Nikola Jokic on the team. You never know. You never know what Nikola Jokic says behind the scenes. You know? Shout out to my lemonade, man. I haven't eaten in a couple days. Shout out to Osimpic. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I agree. They say that they want to win. They say that they want to be a playoff team. But if you get Jaylen Brown, he's a great asset, very talented player in the league, right? You could put him up on trade block and say, what team could give up the assets for Jaylen Brown? Oh, Chicago? Ooh, Brooklyn? Give me the 6th pick. Or 5th, 6th pick. Or whatever pick the Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn has 6th pick. You know what I mean? Or yeah, sure. Sure. Just got a tweet saying yeah, I don't believe anything. It said Lakers are entering the Giannis sweepstakes. Too late, bro. It's too late, my dog. We don't have assets for him. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Utah too. Utah has assets. They have Keontae George, marketing. Walker Kessler could do a sign and trade, and you have the number 2 pick. If there's a sleeper team for Giannis, I think that's the Utah Jazz. But my brother did say it. He called the first if that happens. You have the 2nd pick. You have Jalen Jackson Jr., Ace Bailey, marketing, the 2nd pick, Keontae George. So if you say, hey, and guess who works for this Utah Jazz? Danny Ainge. So if you're the Jazz, call Boston and say, or if you're the Jazz, or Boston calls Jazz, hey, Danny Ainge, what players do you want? And then Danny Ainge can throw players at Boston. Boom. He's a Utah Jazz. You know? Let me see. That's so crazy. I don't believe it. Someone just said, hold on, chat. Yeah. Damn, bro. See? Sources say Miami doesn't want to gut their roster and draft capital for Giannis. Then he's going to the Celtics if that's the case. Jay Play Day says Utah giving up their pick. And that's the thing. If the Clipper, I said this with Lad. Lad was like, that would be great for the Clippers. They have Kawhi, Jaylen Brown. They're building their team for a championship, right? How many times, I'm going to say this again, how many times have the Clippers built a championship team and they never won? Until they get their shit together, until the Clippers get their shit together, it's all talk until something happens. They have great teams every year with the Lob City threat. They beat the Lakers all the time in the regular season. Clipper fans were saying they run LA, and they haven't done shit. They have all this assets, and guess what? They're in the same comparison as my LA Chargers, bro. Have all this great talent, have the right pieces to try to win, and never do anything. Just like my Chargers this year. I'm not gonna be excited for this season. I'm not. I'm just gonna watch it, win, lose, or draw. It is what it is. Until they show me something in the playoffs. Until they win that first playoff game or get farther than people expect, then I'll be happy. Until then, I don't care if you have the best season in your history of the football Chargers. If you go 14-2, first round bye, no. Until you get over that mountaintop, you gotta prove me wrong, bro. You know what I mean? So as I'm a football fan, I'm a Charger fan, but also this season I'm gonna not get so pissed off and angry about my Chargers because I already know what this is gonna expect from my Charger, bro. Justin Herbert, have a great regular season, right? And then playoffs choke. O-line, when we need I'm just giving that for a Clipper thing. Clippers and Chargers are kind of the same, how they run their organization. Get all this talent, trade for this person, trade for that person. When you have talent, you don't execute it. But we'll see this year for the Chargers. But other than that, I'm good for this year. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm good off the Chargers this year, bro. I'm good. My blood pressure was up last year in the playoffs. Now I'm good. My health is more important than, you feel me? I've been a Charger fan since I was little. I actually was a Denver Bronco fan. I ain't gonna lie. I pictured me in Denver jersey, but the player that I fell in love with when I was a kid, when I was watching football, was LaDainian Tomlinson, bro. You know what I mean? But I hope if the Broncos ever win a Super Bowl, hope they win it in honor of my dad. He was a big-time Denver Bronco fan. If the Broncos ever win a Super Bowl, hope they win it because so my dad could be happy. So that's what I want. I want the Broncos to win a Super Bowl in honor of my dad. I was gonna see. Let me see. But like it's just crazy, bro, how let me see. But as far as like in general, bro, the Lakers there's a report that just came in right now. Lakers are shopping the 25th pick. And I wouldn't be surprised, like I said earlier, if it's attached with Jarrett Vanderbilt and Connect. But that's the thing. Jaylen Brown and Kawhi Leonard on the same team could be a championship team. Jay Play Days, according to some people. You know what I mean? If you trade a lottery pick for Jaylen Brown, put him over there with Kawhi, Darius Garland, or you ship Garland to San Antonio and get De'Aaron Fox over there, you could have a potentially championship contending team for the LA Clippers. Potentially. How many times have we heard Clippers always a championship contending team and then Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, the usual lob threat city, and they didn't do shit. So if they get Jaylen Brown, whoop-de-doo. It's going to be the same storyline. They get hyped up every year. They have all this assets, and then they choke in the playoffs. Yeah. No. I'm talking about like, yeah, I know. He got my dad painted for him back in the day at his house. My dad was a painter for him when when John and I stayed in Palm Springs in the summer. I remember meeting Terrell Davis and John Elway when I was little. That was crazy. Nah, I'm good. Fuck the Clippers, homie. Nah, there's people that are Laker fans, right? There's people that are Clipper fans, right? But there's also Rams fans. I've been a Laker fan since 2001. You know what I mean? So Laker fan since 2001. I love being a Laker fan. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say it's here now. Rams are winning the Super Bowl. Easy. All right. Yeah. And well, watch right when I get off this live. Breaking news: Lakers trade this. So but if because I'm fasting today, man. I've been eating 2 days. Shout out to the Olympic. Just gonna see. Hold on, chat. What's good with it, man? Let's get them likes up, bruh. 5 more subscribers away from hitting my next subscriber marathon. I'm at 1,395. I get 5 more subscribers up to 4,400. So let's get me there, bro. But yeah, man, it's just crazy, bro, how everything's gonna be. This free agency would determine if Lakers are seriously about the Luka timeline. And I'm gonna say this here now. I'm not gonna bring back LeBron, Reeves. Try to get, or you can do a sign and trade. Maybe, like I said, maybe you do the Atlanta trade with Reeves. Don't be surprised if Atlanta's interested in Reeves. You get Dyson Daniels. And crazy thing, Dyson Daniels was originally a Lakers pick, but we traded for Anthony. I think we traded for Anthony Davis in the deal back in the Anthony Davis deal or another deal that got us some other player. I forgot who it was. But yeah, man, just Lakers got to do everything they can to get a player in here. And I ain't gonna lie, everybody talking about Herb Jones, and I don't want Herb Jones because he's a great 3-point shooter in the corner. Appreciate you. Let me see. Let me see. You said what I want. Appreciate what I want marketing. That's a great talent. We gotta look at the contracts. You follow me on Twitter. Let me see. Appreciate you following me. Yep. Yeah, I would take him, but it depends on what cost. He's a great talent. Marketing. He said no one wants Reeves. Brooklyn probably wants Reeves. Chicago. There's always a team that you don't expect to be in the race for, like I said. It was so specifically where people are talking about, because you said nobody wants Giannis or Reeves, right? Specifically, Brooklyn's going to offer Austin Reeves that big contract the day free agency opens, bro. So if you're the Lakers, if you hear that and you hear that from the agent, okay. If you accept that offer, we're gonna call Brooklyn. We're gonna get the 6th pick in the draft, maybe Michael Porter Jr. You gotta get assets because they value Reeves so high. The Lakers value Reeves so high. So get what you can from get the high value for him. There's gonna be a team that's gonna give a couple of high draft picks for you for Austin Reeves. Yeah, shout out to this lemonade, bro. No sugar, 0 sugar, bro. The shit I see on Twitter, this shit's hilarious. Look, it's not true, but this is hilarious. I'll read it. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work. It's if you guys see this, what would your reaction be if you saw this from Shams, right? This is just a reaction. What will get your reaction? It's nothing. It's not breaking news. It's just hypothetical. Milwaukee Bucks are trading 2-time MVP and NBA champion Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Los Angeles Lakers for Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Connect, and 3 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps. What would you guys' reaction be if that happened? If that happened, if Lakers got Giannis for that, let's roll. But so this is right here. That's the thing I got in it, and I saw on Twitter. But people be trying to do that shit. That's just funny to me. That's not enough. 3 first-round picks, 2 pick swaps. That's hilarious. But he's going to Boston, bro. So, here's what it is. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big Austin Reeves fan. Like his game, but just what he did in the playoffs, didn't like. It's just he had a great season, but he didn't perform at a high level in the playoffs. So it's time to reboot that and see if we get assets for him. There's another team that may want Austin. What about what about Austin Reeves to the Pelicans for Murray, DeJounte Murray, and maybe a Troy Murphy? So didn't the Knicks say they wanted to shed salary? Hey, if the Knicks want to shed salary, I think it's more so. I think for their other free agents like Mitchell Robinson, and the bench over there. What you mean? What you like? Oh, DeJounte Murray. You already know DeJounte Murray. I remember at one point San Antonio was interested in Austin Reeves at one point. I remember that. And this is the thing I was saying. When Lakers were trying to trade people during the trade deadline, right? I said maybe you have to trade Austin Reeves, get value for him now, because what if he walks? And if he walks for nothing, then I'm going to say we should have got him for something. That's why I feel like Lakers should try to do everything. I know the expectation for him to resign, no expectations for him to resign, but you never know. It's a business. You never know. So you never know if Reeves can get an offer from Detroit, or you never know. Brooklyn, Chicago, shit. You never know for the Jazz. You never know. Maybe the Walker Kessler thing, sign and trade. If that's the case, if Utah values Austin Reeves so high, then offer the second pick for Austin Reeves. Then, homie, you do it. You know what I mean? You know, DeJounte Murray was top level potential at one point. He's healthy. Yeah, he'll be a great addition, but that's the thing. Salary cap. See the salary work. We'll see. But we'll see, man. DeJounte Murray could be traded. Who are you talking about to hit the side of the backboard? Oh, Josh Hart or Mitchell Robinson? Because Josh Hart, bro, would fit well with the Lakers too. But I don't think New York will do that. Oh, shout out to Messi, just broke the all-time goals record in FIF World Cup. Shout out to Messi. GOAT. Yep. Messi, all-time scoring goal scorer. Right here. Shout out to Messi. GOAT. Yeah, he does like it in New York. And I won't be surprised if New York repeats next season either. You never know. People doubted New York. Becky Hammond, you need to apologize. Are LeBron and Reeves waiting for the Lakers to make moves, or Lakers waiting for them? That's the thing. Path, thank you for bringing that up. I was thinking that the other day, because that's the thing. If the Lakers wait, Lakers roster will be the same if they wait. You got to make moves, bro, to set the tone. You got to make moves, bro. You can't just be like, I'm gonna wait for Reeves. Okay. All right, July 1st. Oh, shit. It's August 1st, and they're still not signed. And that's the thing, bro. I'm giving LeBron until the 6th of July and saying if you do not give an answer to us by this time, we're moving on, big dog. You can't just be waiting on for LeBron's decision to if he's going to come back or not to the Lakers or the NBA. So you have to put pressure on him, just like how they always put pressure on the front office. Sometimes the front office got to put pressure on these players too, 50-50. So it's just like, we'll see if that breaks. Let me see. Even though I said, hold on, I'm gonna wait till it breaks. But like, we can't just be waiting for LeBron and Austin Reeves. We gotta hurry up. We gotta do our moves for us. Because if we wait, I know Reeves said he wants to be here, wants to resign, but they might change. Because there's a time point where sign and trade Reeves to the Clippers, he may agree. But for who though? For the fifth pick? You never know. Sometimes the Clippers always be taking our players too. They took Mozgov from us. They took a bunch of former Lakers. So it wouldn't surprise me. Or even wouldn't surprise me if Rui goes to the Clippers. would not be surprised if Rui goes to the Clippers. So it's just like we'll see. But he may be here next year, bro. But we'll see. Yeah, the wait is for. Yeah, that's the thing though. They have to wait for Giannis. And that's what the thing. You can't be waiting for these players, bro. That's, telling you, bro. Brent Mark the Matherin. I like his game. Would stars rather come play with Luka on Lakers or go to the Clippers? If you're a player and you go to the Clippers, then something's wrong with you. Mr. 81 says if the Lakers sign Kevin Love, that should tell you everything that our franchise has seriously winning. I agree, Mr. 81. If they bring back LeBron and Kevin Love over here, then you could just say 42 years old, 24 seasons, nothing left to prove for LeBron and Kevin Love. They're just here to be buddy. No. If the Lakers bring back LeBron and Kevin Love comes here, Lakers ain't serious about winning, bro. Lakers got to be serious about winning. Why in the hell are you going to bring back LeBron with Kevin Love? It's not a retirement home. Bruh? Do you pull the trigger on keeping Reeves, let him walk? Depending on what can you get from Goat. I appreciate you joining, man. You're a new subscriber. I've been seeing you a lot lately. I appreciate you, Goat. That's the thing, man. It's going to be a tough decision for the Lakers. Because I guarantee you, if the Lakers bring back everybody, right? You know what they're going to look at? That one March season when they went 15-2. That one stretch of 1 month when they went 15-2. Luka playing at a high level. Then Luka got injured. I feel like if they bring back everybody, they're going to base that off that 1 month. And if we bring back this full team, bro, it's not going to be pretty. Laker fans will go crazy. Laker fans will be upset because we gotta. I know we're talking about younger, right? We gotta go younger, right? Also, too, like Paf said, that's true. I agree. Paf said you gotta maximize Luka's potential with the Lakers, and also young asset, the young potential we have with our young talent here. So we got maybe put him in the one, or say put him in both and see if it works. If it doesn't work by the deadline, you trade. You trade. Because by summer of 2029, if Luka's not signed, not signed. If he's not happy, then he's out. You don't want him out. You don't want him to leave. You don't want to be a situation. Oh, like you're stuck with nothing. So you got, like I said, do everything you can to maximize Luka's potential. Cater, like I said, hashtag cater to Luka's needs. Cater to him. Say, okay, you want me to go trade for a center that values you? Okay, let me go look at the landscape. Let me go trade for a superstar. You have to. You're gonna have to. You feel me? You're gonna have to do everything you can to make Luka happy. I'm telling you right now, if Lakers don't do the necessary moves to make this championship contending team next season, it's gonna be the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's just like, we got to do it. We got to go all in. I know a lot of Laker fans don't want to go all in, but for me, what I said, like I'm gonna talk people that are just joining the article from Dan Wiki from The Athletic. Oh, he has no, sir. He works well with the Lakers organization. I know that for a fact. Let me see here. Hold on, chat. People that are joining, I'm just joining in. I'm gonna read the thing from Dan Wiki. Hold on. I just saw it earlier. Hold on, chat. So, reports Lakers remain on the clock while building a contender around Luka Doncic, and there's an actual threat that he could have wonder eyes if Lakers can't deliver on the promises, according to Dan Wiki of The Athletic. Doncic is still 2 more seasons on his deal before his $57.4 million player option for the 2028-2029 season. But his future reportedly looms over the Lakers this offseason. He'll be eligible for a contract worth over $417 million before the 2028 season. Dan Wiki of The Athletic. So when I read that lets me know Lakers are pressure for the front office. You know what I mean? So it's just like, let me see here, chat. That lets me know that Lakers, I feel like Lakers are on pressure. Lakers are on the front office, put pressure. Everybody wants to spend money, but I'll be happy with the 8. Yeah, and that's the thing. They're basing that one bad playoff performance just because he had a bad playoffs. Jalen Duren's a talent in this league, but I feel like Detroit is going to go all in on him too. So we'll see. And Magic Johnson, who? Are you talking about who? LeBron or Austin? Hold on, check. Give me 1 second. But we'll see. Lakers front office needs to stop being cheap. Pay the pieces for the good players. If we want to win the championship, fuck them picks all. Yeah, I agree, but that's the thing though. Remember, and that's the thing though. We have picks. We have 3 draft picks, 3 first-round draft picks. We gotta go all in, bro. I'm telling you, we gotta go all in, bro. Not this passive bullshit where get Luka, Jackson Hayes, Aiden. Oh, then be a situation where our players that we get here don't fit. We gotta have the personnel that fit with Luka. We gotta have the personnel that fits with the Lakers as well, bro. You know what I mean? I know. You know, we gotta figure out something, bro. Because it's gonna be a point where we'll be left with nothing. Oh yeah, but man, like I said, man, I'm supposed to go live at 7:30 tonight. But I appreciate everybody joining, man. Shout out to the new subscribers, 3 more away from the subscriber goal. Shout out to everybody that joins when I go in the morning too. I appreciate it, man. So it's just like I'm gonna be on here for another 20 to 25 minutes. If you have questions about who do you guys want the Lakers to go get, put them in the comments. Let me know. Put them in the comments, man. Let me see. Okay, if you're the Lakers, how would you build this roster? And be realistic too. Like, how would you build this roster? Shout out to the viewers on Twitch as well. Shout out to the 2 viewers on Twitch. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the 2 viewers on Twitch. Whoever's watching. Whoever's watching on Twitch, Casanat for watching. Appreciate you. Casanat watched a streamer that only had one viewer in there, and she got into Streamer University. Casanat, if you're watching, bro, bring me on the streamer. I can bring sports to the table. I can bring podcasts. I can bring athletes to streamer. Let me know. But yeah, man. He asked me, Mr. Do you want to say Jonathan? For upside, I'd probably take Jalen Duren because he's 20 years old. He's a very athletic young big. Play defense, be physical, grab defensive rebounds, tough block shots, and he's 22 years old with Luka. Build around them too. We'll see. I would take Jalen Duren, but we'll see. Rob, JJ, really sorry didn't say anything about. I know that. And that's the thing too. Everybody see, that's the other thing too. I know Rob Pelinka talked about Austin Reeves and LeBron coming back, right? But Luka hasn't really talked to LeBron and Luka about coming back. It's more so golf. It's more so off-season things, not hey, try to come back. So if you're Luka, if I'm looking outside looking in, and I'm saying if I'm seeing Luka not talking to me about coming back, then his tone is different. So it's like, come on, bro. I'm getting dogs built around Luka. Shout out to Ray's dog, the real triple OG. I'm getting dogs built around Luka, like Duren, Dort, wings, defend, keep role players like. I agree. And speaking of that, Lakers are interested in Lou Dort. And people are saying, you wouldn't want Lou Dort. And he showed me the numbers. I understand he doesn't score as much. We don't need him to score that much. 10, 11, not 10, 11 points. Cool. You got other guys that can take that scoring position from you, like Luka, whoever else we're bringing in from scoring standpoint. You feel me? We need like a Lou Dort here. He brings toughness, physical, and also Isaiah Stewart. If you bring in an Isaiah Stewart in here, along with Jalen Duren, Dort, then you can say, okay, we got some dogs. And not Jarrett Vanderbilt. Jarrett Vanderbilt not lad. He plays defense. He's physical. And you always say, lad, we need a physical player in here that can play defense, play at a high level. Is it because of the scoring standpoint? I think it's that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I agree. Reg Dog 100%. He does. I'm telling you, bro. Lad wants players in here that 2 more subscribers away, bro. Let's get to my level, bro. Let's get it, man. Vanderbilt can't throw a ball in the ocean. You know what I mean? Smart has both. Yeah, but still. Smart has, you know what I mean? But he's physical. He can fight through screens. And you always said we need players in here. Duh, no shit. Hey, we're not go. Hey, lad, we're not going there. We don't talk about. We don't do that here. We don't talk about. No politics here on this channel. If you talk politics, you're getting banned or timed out. If you talk about politics, go to a different channel. What up, Sean? What's going on, man? Hey, man, that burger looks good, man. That burger looks good? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten 2 days, bro. Shout out to the Olympic. Reg, he always complains and wants every player from the league to be Lakers. No, he wants the Miami Heat players to be Lakers, bro. He wants the Miami Heat players. He wants Jonathan Kuminga, Max Christie over here. And I'm telling you right now, if Lakers somehow get Lad Chronicles, listen, big dog. Listen to me. Look in the camera. I'm looking in the camera. If Jonathan Kuminga comes here, right? If Jonathan Kuminga comes here, right? He better average 28 and he better average 26 if he comes here. He better average 26. I'm gonna hold him to the same standard like you do number Mr. 15 you always say. If Jonathan Kuminga comes here. No, me and Lad always be doing it. We're good. No, he's a Laker fan and a Heat fan. Now me and Lad will be trolling each other. Pause. We're in a group chat. We always do this, even on text and live streams. Yeah, I agree. What? And what you mean it won't happen because of Luka? He's a 3-and-D player that you always see. What up, Mr. Angry Lakers fan? As you can see by the title, Lakers are on the clock. Luka, but might bounce if they flop. We're talking about that. It was disgusting about everything. Probably watch the replay if you just came in here. But that's the thing. Like I said, if we get Kuminga in here, he better play at a high level every night. He better not have a game where he gets 8 points. I'm gonna hold him the same standard, lad, like you do Austin Reeves for this team. 50-50. Kuminga won't get. Oh, hold on, shit. I thought that was some. Oh, I thought that said something else. Look, I got an email from Magic people. Yep. Luka's flexing his muscles. Go back. He is going to back it up. He's going to prove everybody wrong, just like how everybody hold Jalen Brunson accountable when he first came to the Knicks. Oh, he can't win. He's too small. And then he won. So. We'll see about Thero. Yeah, see, now Luka's a problem. Now Luka's a problem for Lad. See, Lad likes to, you know what I mean? Luka's going to be a Laker for the foreseeable future, Lad. If you don't like Luka being a Laker, then be a Miami Heat fan. Hey, if he's gone, I don't care. He's just not back with the Lakers. I don't care if he goes to Golden State, Weber State, All State. It's not with the Lakers. What's going on? Damn, I'm in a brain fart this morning. Lad likes everybody to agree with him. Oh, shit. Oh, Give me 1 second, chat. I'll be right back. Give me like 30 more. Give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Big baby Jonathan Mike hitting the airwaves. Laker Nation anthem, he got facts for the air raid. No cap, all truth. Haters duck like a drive-by. Spitting purple, spitting gold. Kobe's name still sky high. Podcast Kingpin, the best in the biz. Dropping gems on the haters, they can't handle his quiz. From Showtime to Mamba, the legacy won't fade. He's the coach on the mic, playing chess, not charades.
What's going on, people? What's going on? Sneed, what's going on, player? What's going on, man? I saw a comment about where LeBron should go. Like I said, I don't care if he goes to Weber State, All State, just not the Lakers. I think he's going to the Warriors. Hopefully, and that's the thing. I know Sneed is a Cavaliers fan, but if he goes back to Cavaliers, I'm trying to get Jerry Allen back for Sanchez. I know you don't want to. But if LeBron goes back to Cleveland, Sneed, let's talk about it. Hey, Sneed, LeBron goes back to Cleveland, we're taking open applications for you, bro. You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, everything's pleasantly smooth and stuff. He said, DJ. Yeah, that's a shout out to the person that made it. Shout out to Angry for making that video, and a shout out to the person that rapped for me. Appreciate you. Where isn't a throwaway? Yeah, where's a. But that's the thing. People, I'm glad you brought that up. Khalil Ware, everybody's saying he doesn't have a motor. This, that, and the third. He has a motor at a high level. I think if you put the right pieces, like I think if Ware was not on Miami Heat, a lot of Laker fans would have a different discussion. I think a lot of Laker fans are so used to getting players from Miami Heat and they don't pan out, but Ware is a very talented big, right? But I feel like if you can get, like, let's say if we got Duran, right, and we can get Ware, I would take Ware as a backup. I don't know if he's a starting center. He has this talent, but might as well take a chance on him. You know what I mean? But angry Lakers fans gonna make a diss track about Ware very soon, bro. We gonna make angry diss track on Ware. So Jared Allen would definitely upgrade the front court. But that's the thing, though, Sneed. It would cost LeBron James for that to happen. Or you can do maybe a 3-team trade. LeBron goes to Golden State. We get Jared Allen, and Cavaliers get maybe Porzingis and the 11th pick to the Cavaliers or something like that. You feel me? So it's just like I like Jared Allen's game. He can block shots, run the floor. He doesn't, when you throw him a lob, he plays defense, and he's really solid around the rim, floaters, putbacks, and that's what we need. We need a center in here. We haven't had a center since Shaq left. Like, as far as actually since Shaq, and since Shaq, and I'm gonna say since Shaq left. I know Dwight was here, but it's different. Yeah, with Deion Wade too. I like his game also too. Yeah, I want Isaiah Stewart, Lou Thort, Marcus Smart. Not saying Allen ain't good, but LeBron's value is good. You already know, Sean. We already know how you feel. We already know how you feel about LeBron. I feel the same way. So it's just like, I agree. Get him up out of here. So with Lakers 31st round picks, would you go up to? That's the thing about Joker. He ain't leaving Denver. You never know, but he ain't leaving Denver. Does LeBron really impact the outcome of West Conference? Wouldn't Allen? Yeah, it would. He can guard Wemby. He can guard Chet, Hartenstein. He can guard Şengün from Houston. The Utah Jazz are going to be a playoff team next year, I feel like. So he's going to have to guard Jalen Jackson Jr., market it. Maybe Walker Kessler re-signs with the Jazz. So I feel like Jared Allen would be perfect for like a playoff matchup against Wemby. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's going to dominate, but I feel like he can put a body on and make him, you know what I mean? But Bynum was great until he got hurt. You know what I mean? Bynum was talked about with the best center in the league. Bynum, very big potential. But it's just his injuries derailed it. What am I? He was talked about by being the up-and-coming centers in the league. I remember. He was a young center, dominating. He was an up-and-coming center. Because that's what when I was hearing. You know what I mean? So that's why Lakers were trying to trade Dwight Howard for him. The moment they got Chris Paul, they were trying to trade Bynum for him. League took over, boom, boom, boom. And no, I'm talking about one of the best centers in the league. One of the best centers in the league with Dwight at the time. Just never really panned out. He was the second best center. One of the best centers. But people did have him out. People were talking about he's one of the best centers in the league. I think they were hyping it up at the time. What was it? 2010. Yeah, I remember that, Sean. I remember that. He was talked about. Yeah. Yep, he did. And he got traded to Orlando. Didn't really wait. I forgot how did we got Dwight Howard from. Yeah, it was Orlando. Then he really played in Orlando, and then he got traded to Philly. Yeah, he was a better scorer from the off. People were saying he's a better offensive scorer. Yep, it was. But it's just those injuries derailed him, and then he got traded to Cleveland. I remember when he got injured against Memphis. When he got injured in Memphis, that literally, I was like, we ain't winning. When Spiner got injured in 2008, I was like, it's going to be tough for winning a championship. We need that physical presence. We lost in 2008, and then we won a championship in 2009, 10. Boom. What I'm saying is we got to maximize the center position, man. I know we got other areas of needs, but I feel like that's the area of need that's hurting us. The second chance points, rebounding. We haven't really had a great rebounding, like a center rebounding in a long time. We need to get back to that. Also, our bench and there's other players, but I feel like we need to focus. You know what I mean? We need to get the center position. Because guess what? Guess who asked for a center when he was here? Anthony Davis. And it didn't work. Like we need to start taking when you're a great player on your team says to go get a center, just listen to him. Like we gotta stop getting the low motor play centers, and we need the high energy motor players like Derwin. If he's people are gonna think I'm crazy. Go get Rudy Gobert. Defensive standpoint, defensive player of the year. I know he can't score as much. I don't care if he averages 8 and gets 10 points in the playoffs. Get 15 rebounds, 4 blocks, play defense on Wemby, Holmgren, Chet, Şengün. We need a center like a caliber player like Rudy Gobert. Yeah, I said it. He fits with a physical center that can block shots, rebound, and protect the paint. Rudy Gobert is a defensive player of the year for 4-time defensive player of the year for a reason. He didn't get those for luck. He worked his ass off for those defensive player of the year awards. So if I'm Lakers, do everything you can to get him. If you can. Lakers got to think outside the box to get a defensive player in here for center. I know he doesn't score. I know he doesn't play like Shaq or Tim Duncan, or he's there to block shots and rebound and play defense. So you think he's overrated? So you think those 4 defensive player of the years are defensive player of the year or 4 defensive player of the year? I don't think that's overrated. I think that he defensive player of the year, bro. Yep. I agree. Now let me ask you this, Sean. If you put Rudy Gobert on the Spurs, then what's the conversation going to be? What's the conversation going to be if Rudy Gobert goes to the Spurs? Okay, Sean, put your statement. Why do you think he's overrated? Well, is it because you see those highlight or games where he misses a layup? I know, I know, right? Sean, what players would you want on the Lakers that you know? Give me a list. I think Luka can get. Yeah, I agree. Throw him lobs. You know, throw him lobs. He can get. I agree, Pat. He can get more out of Rudy Gobert. Like no one's really talking about that. You never. That's the thing, though. I did see a report that Minnesota will only trade Jaden McDaniel for a player like Giannis or Nikola Jokic. Sorry, Minnesota, they ain't coming to your team. I think Sean just doesn't want to have a situation where it'll be like a DeAndre Ayton again. I think that's what it is, huh, Sean? Oh, God. 3 more minutes or 4 more minutes, and I'm up out of here. So if you have your questions and concerns about this Laker team and roster, let me know. Overrated, man. Defender in his prime. He didn't impact the Jazz the finals. Yeah, but there's a lot of players that won Defensive Player of the Year and didn't win the finals. Yeah. Us Laker fans, that's the thing. And let me see here. Rudy Gobert just made all defensive first team in the Click season. Well, I think Sean is basing off what he saw in Utah and Minnesota, bro. He's a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Correct me if I'm wrong. And what do we talk about? Defense. I'm telling you, what if we had Rudy Gobert last year against the Thunder? Take out Aiden, put Rudy Gobert in. Then what's the conversation going to be? I think if Rudy Gobert was with the Lakers this year, I think it would be a different story as far as winning the playoff. I think if we had Luka fully healthy with Rudy Gobert, I think we would beat the Thunder because he plays great. He plays great defense, block shots, he protects the paint. You see what he did against Nikola Jokic. I never seen anybody guard Nikola Jokic like that in that playoff series. And if you want to talk about being exposed, Nikola Jokic got exposed in that playoff series versus Minnesota. Rudy Gobert guarded Nikola Jokic really well in that playoff series. He made him be. I never see Nikola get out of character like that. There's times where Rudy Gobert was guarding him, bumping him, like just bumping him. Pause. Don't. He was bumping him, right? Being physical. He was in his head. He's making physical count, like he's going, bumping him and stuff like that. So it's just like if you have a player in Rudy Gobert that can be physical like that, it doesn't need to be scoring 38 points, 21 rebounds, 7 blocks. You know what I mean? So it's just like we need a center that can block shots, rebound, and play physical against these centers. Because if we get in DeAndre Ayton back, Jackson Hayes is gonna be the same shit. Aiden up, and people want to talk about Rudy Gobert and he has bad motor. What about DeAndre Ayton? So would you rather have Rudy Gobert for his defense? Would you rather have 89% of Rudy Gobert's defense or 65% of DeAndre Ayton's high motor every game? Yep, interior defense. What's going on, Micah? I just yeah, but he was bumping him in the playoff series, being physical, using his body, creating contact. You know what I mean? Like playing great defense, playing the high energy level that we need, bro. Like I know people think that's crazy to try to go get Rudy Gobert, bro. But like I said, Minnesota may potentially looking to trade him. And if I'm Lakers, I'm going to say, what's the asking price? If it's too high, hang up the phone. Yes, he is way more reliable. You know what I mean? Do you want Rudy? That's a pause, Mr. 81. I want to bring Rudy Gobert in for his defensive energy, toughness, grit, tenacity. See, Rudy Gobert. See, you Laker fans are so picky, bro. I swear. It's like any Laker player we get in here, it's going to be like, I don't like him. Then when I watch, if we get a superstar in here with Luka, I don't like his game. It's like Laker fans are picky, bro. Don't. So, Michael, let me ask you this. Straight up, homie. Would you rather have DeAndre Ayton or Rudy Gobert? If you had to pick. If you were the Lakers, you had to pick one player to get back here. Rudy Gobert, DeAndre Ayton. And you were on Ayton's ass this year, Michael. You were on his ass big time. It's not a pause. It's a fact. There's countless times you were on the air on his ass. Pause. Rudy, yeah, he would be. The size, the athleticism, like the size, the oh god, I can't say it without people being saying pause. The athletic wingspan of Rudy Gobert is amazing. Oh man, I can't say anything about being a pause in the group chat, bruh. Yep. And that's 2001 Shaq. Whoa, Mr. 81, that's a pause. Yep, I agree. Rudy is a professional, would fit right with the Lakers. Yeah, I agree. What's wrong with pausing with the homies or brushing it? Whoa. Mr. 81, bro. Come on, bro. That's what she said. Shout out to the 71 people viewing, bro. Let's get them likes up. Let me see. Oh, yeah. More. No, I'm going to go until 11:45. Actually, yeah, 11:45. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. Micah said, oh, nope, no. Do not put Micah in timeout. Yep. Rudy's making 35 or so. And he's still dominating at the highest level, bro. He still dominates, bro. You see, go look what he did against Nikola Jokic. He made him frustrated, bro. And that's something that we need. We need a player in here that can make it tough on these centers, bro. Because every time we have a center, it's a travesty. Oh, I appreciate you. Showman Multimedia, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Love the support. But Shams reports Luka Chit. Now, if that happened, that would be the trade that would be out of nowhere. SGA for Luka. That would be crazy. Breaking Shams reports Luka traded for SGA. That would be crazy. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining, man. Hit that like button, subscribe. Appreciate everybody, all the people, 63 people in here, 78 people, actually 90, 110 people are on here today from the views. Appreciate everybody, man. To everybody that's new, Big Baby Sports. And also, I'm about to head out, about to go to this doctor's appointment. No, it's a Clutch Sports are at the door. Oh, breaking news. I'm being serious. Shams, breaking news. Trae Young has signed a 4-year, approximately $212 million to stay with the Washington Wizards. Trae Young is staying with the Washington Wizards. Yeah, breaking news right here. Dead ass, no cap, no bat. Right there, breaking news. Right as I'm about to get off. Breaking news. Trae Young and Disa signed a 4-year, approximately $212 million to stay with the Washington Wizards with a player option year 4. Sources tell ESPN. The 4th year decline. We already know. Let me see. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so Trae Young signs with the Washington Wizards. Not surprising, but hit the like button, subscribe. Peace out.